Hi friends, and welcome to another video. Today we're talking about the different types of podiatry nippers. As a new foot health practitioner, I can understand it can be overwhelming knowing what nippers to buy when starting up, as there are so many different types out there. So I went ahead and I visited Michelle Gibson. She is a podiatrist and an education and training manager from Canonbury Podiatry supplies. She explained as well as showed me the different types of podiatry nippers, which I'm going to be showing you in this video, as well as my own research to help you when you're choosing nippers for your foot care business. So I've put everything into 4 categories, which we're going to go through one by one. You ready? Right, okay, so the first part of the nipper that I'm going to mention is the jaw, or it's also called the back of the nipper. So there are 2 types. There is the straight or the flat jaw, as you can see in this picture over here. And then there is the curved or the concave nipper. So with the concave or the curved nipper, the jaw, it's curved to easily round the corner of the nail. Okay, so next I'm going to jump straight into the different nipper springs. So there are 3 types of springs. There is the single spring, there is the double spring, and then there is the barrel spring. Now, one thing that Michelle mentioned to me when I visited her is that the barrel spring, if it gets dry, it won't move. So it will need to be oiled regularly. Also, this particular spring is actually harder to clean, disinfect and sterilize. So this is from some paperwork which Michelle, she sent to me, and I had a little read, and it's one of the things that was noted there. Next is the handles, and as far as I know, there are only 3 different types. So the first one I'll mention is the smooth handle. Then there is the checkered, textured, or also known as the non-grip handle. And then there's the squared handle. Okay, so all the different options that I've mentioned so far, they are down to personal choice when selecting a nipper. Now I'm just going to quickly talk about the different types of nippers out there. Now there are a lot, so I've just narrowed it down to a few. Okay, so the first type is the diabetic nipper. These don't have a sharper point at the end and are very flat and smooth at the back, so it won't irritate the tissue. So that's actually a quote from Michelle Gibson. I wrote down what she said as she was saying it. So just to be aware that diabetic nippers, they're more safer, for the diabetic patient. Then there is the standard nippers, which you would buy for, just cutting general toenails, thick nails also. And the next type is the cantilever nippers. So because it has hinges, it doesn't need much force to make it move. So it is great for cutting really thick nails. The only thing is that some people do say that it's quite heavy and it opens wide, which some professionals just don't like. So that's something to also bear in mind. Next is the ingrown nippers, which has a flat, straight back. They are smaller than the standard nippers for obvious reasons, because it needs to get down the side walls to cut the nail. Now, the next 2 nippers that I'm going to mention, you may come across these when you're browsing through on the website looking for some nippers. And the first one is titanium nippers. Now, titanium nippers are spoken of as high quality and hard wearing nippers. Whether they're better than the others in terms of cutting, I kind of feel like they're probably the same, but generally speaking, they are known to be of high quality and more hard wearing, so a longer life if you look after them well. The next one that I'm going to mention is the Thwaites nippers. So these are also ingrown nippers, but they're mainly for nail surgery by podiatrists. So I wouldn't really, see a newbie foot health practitioner getting these. And just to mention as well that some nippers, they also have safety locks, and this is where you can just lock the nippers by a catch at the handles. Right guys, now I hope that the next time you're browsing on a podiatry supplier's website looking for nippers, it will make more sense and be less overwhelming. Now remember, it's down to personal choice of what nippers you want to purchase and use. All you need to do is just ask yourself, would you prefer a straight or a curved jaw, smooth, square or gripped handle, single, double or a barrel spring, diabetic, standard or cantilever nippers. The choice, though many, is yours. So before I go, I just want to say a massive thank you to Michelle Gibson from Canonbury and Canonbury itself for allowing me to come over and have a little look and see what nippers you guys have. You guys let me have a little look in your warehouse as well, where I saw different nippers and all different things which interest me. So I was very happy with that. And yeah, just thank you so much for helping me to create this video for my viewers. And I'm hoping to see you guys soon.
Hi Jess, thank you for coming to see us at Canonbury today, and I hope you find your visit to us very useful for your videos, and I know your colleagues will find your videos so useful for you to have them there on YouTube.
Thank you so much.